You can't keep up. You start stuttering and shit, repeating the same shit over and over. Fat bitch, is that baby barking? Is that baby barking? Like, girl, please. Please, okay? You calling somebody fat? This is a grown woman. First thing in the morning. Scared of herself. Okay? Always sad, stressed, and depressed. Okay? Confused. Don't know where her next crack coat bag finna come from. Bitch got on one eyelash. No shame. No shame. None. No shame. No motherfucking shame. You talking about fat? Girl, look at your neck, okay? Bitch got a thyroid neck. Just a mess. A hot one. Ain't even took no motherfucking bath sitting on them hot ass leather seats, bitch. Car probably smell like motherfucking a landfill, bitch. And it's hot outside. Car probably smell like a motherfucking landfill. You got this big sloppy shirt. Right? I told y'all, leave me alone. I said that I was done with the mess, right? I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want y'all fucking with me because I'm not fucking with y'all. That's it. That's all, right? That's all. That's it. I ask respectfully. But you can't seem to control yourself when you're around me. You have no self-control when you're around me, babes. Then, not even that. I'm done with the slideshow, right? Because I could go on and on, right? I really can. I can go on and on. But we ain't going to talk about the hair that you had for your birthday. Instead of you getting your hair retwisted and just, why the fuck would you let somebody go put them small? You had a bitch done twist your motherfucking thoughts up, okay? You go let a bitch put them little ass motherfucking twigs in a style. You had it was like a newborn's hair, okay? And had a nerve to put them in spikes. Thank you, Liz. You had a nerve to put them in motherfucking spikes or whatever, the knots or whatever you had them in. The goddamn, what you call the barrels with the little shit sticking up. The look like a motherfucking pineapple that's just growing out the ground, just the tip of it though. A motherfucking newborn bitch. Liz, get out of here, girl. This mess, Liz, get out. Get out, Liz. But yeah, bitch, you don't let somebody twist up your motherfucking thoughts for your birthday, bitch. That's maybe why you can't think straight. That may be why you thought that you could fuck with me, ho. That's probably why you thought that you could fuck with me. Cause you don't let a bitch twist up them little motherfucking shits in your head that ain't even the size of a motherfucking pinky. And you think you something? You think you something? You ain't shit. Bitch, this you. And then I already did, like, this you. I gotta flip the camera because I gotta let the bitch see the motherfucking. Why would I take you serious? This is, you don't know what this is. This is Trina. She was living inside of this house. So she was messing with a trick. Let me give y'all a little backstory because I know some of you guys are new. Right, let me give y'all a little backstory. So this is Trina, right? She had met this trick and apparently she wasn't what she was supposed to be or whatever. So the trick ended up leaving. She refused. She became a squatter, right? So she became a squatter. She met this man. This man let her and her child move in with him, right? So eventually, once he was done tricking with her, he wanted her out of the house, her and the baby out of the house. She refused to leave out of the house because, they do have like squatter rights or whatever. So she ended up refusing to leave out of the house. So the man was like that, since he didn't want to be with her, he couldn't live there. So he left her and her baby inside of the house or whatever. And this happened for maybe months and years. This carried on because she wouldn't move out and the man was in the process of trying to get her evicted. So when the man finally came to serve the eviction for the house, this is how he found his place in this condition right here. So this is Trina. This is the bitch who continuously stalks me and fuck with me and say my name unprovoked. And when I go inside of a panel, she drops me out of a panel. She's the mod. And, continuously just harass me, right? This is her. This is where she was living. So this wasn't something that just occurred over, like a day or, she didn't destroy the house when, the man was coming to kick her out. This is how he found her in living conditions. This is what she was living in every single day. She was wiping her ass with paper towels and throwing them on the floor. She didn't have any tissue. She had piss laying around in cups. She would eat food and instead of putting it in the trash, she would just throw the plate on the floor and just walk off. The chair that's where she used to sleep. That's the only place that was clear in the house for her to sleep. That's where she slept at. So she slept in this chair because that was the only clear spot in the house. The mattress, the bed, it was soiled and piss and shit. Okay? Diarrhea shit. So she couldn't sleep on there anymore after she would constantly have withdrawals from coke. Okay? She... Hold on. Oh, oh shit. Sorry. I'm trying to tell you a story. Oh shit. Oh, girl, I got tears in my eyes. I'm trying to tell you a story. I'm trying to give y'all a little background. Oh, oh God. Be serious. So the mattress was soiled, you know, and piss and shit because she would wake up in the middle of the night having shakes from the withdrawals of the drugs. And she would constantly use the restroom on herself. That shirt, she stole it. Okay, we got her. Hold on. We got her on video leaving out of Walmart, still in this shirt and this shorts. She forgot a bra. She forgot to get a bra. I don't know why, but she forgot to get a bra. You know, she also forgot to get some shampoo and a detangler. Also, when a man found her in a condition, she also had maggots crawling through her fro. So she was in really bad shape, right? But yet and still, she was coming on the internet every single day, harassing people that are doing better than her. That are doing better than her. Right? So this is Trina, okay? So since Trina wants to be famous, we're going to make Trina famous. This is Trina. If you don't know Trina, she runs a shit show called The Grapevine, but there's no more grapes left. Also, there's footage. If you guys search, there's footage of her. So someone rented the Raisin Vine, right? The Raisin Vine. There was someone who was nice enough because they saw Trina walking down the street, you know, carrying her sack, throw it across her back with a stick connected to it, like the people do who's hitchhiking or whatever. She had a load or sheet, a pillowcase tied to a stick, carried across her back. So they picked her up off the side of the road and was nice enough to get her a hotel room, right? Once they got her a hotel room, when it was time for her to check out, after the person had paid for the hotel room for maybe about 3 months for her, once it was time for her to check out, she became upset, right? And attempted to commit arson. She set the room on fire, but before she did that, she also took the TV, okay? There was a flat screen TV. There was a flat screen TV that belonged to the hotel that she removed from the wall. How did she do it? I'm not fucking sure because I have like a 70-inch over here and I was trying to switch out TVs and it was hard as hell. But I know when you smoke coke, it gives you a little bit of superpowers, right? So Trina took a 80-inch TV and put it up under her arm and walked out with it like a briefcase as the room was set on fire. Right? So this is Trina. I'm just giving you a little, a bio. I'm giving you a little bit of background of who Trina is, okay? So I don't know how you pick up an 80-inch TV with one arm and walk out with it. But she had that bitch tucked up under her arm and carrying in one arm. She didn't even need two hands. She had the TV on the right arm tucked up under, and she had her sack across her left shoulder. Okay? So that's Trina. Who don't know how to respect boundaries, who do not know how to leave people alone when they say that they don't want to be bothered, when they say that they don't want anything to do with you, when they tell you to go away. This is Trina. So if you meet Trina, introduce yourself. Make sure you tuck your pocketbooks inside of your coochie. Or no, all you have to do, if you meet up, okay? If you have a bathtub, if you have a shower, washcloth you can wrap it up in, maybe put it inside of there, because she's afraid of those things. So you put it inside of there, because she's afraid of those things. So you don't have to worry about her touching your pocketbook or your purse or your money or anything if you put it inside of the tub. Anywhere inside of the tub, you know, washcloth, wrap it around in some soap or whatever like that. She's put it inside of there, because she's afraid of those things. So you don't have to worry about her touching your pocketbook or your purse or your money or anything if you put it inside of the tub. Anywhere inside of the tub, you know, washcloth, wrap it around in some soap or whatever like that. She's scared. That is her biggest fear. So you don't have to worry about her going near the shower. So hide your purse. If she ever comes to your house, just put it inside of the shower. Inside of the tub, you know, washcloth, wrap it around in some soap. Matter of fact, put the whole house in the shower. Okay. Trina is like a cat. She's scared of water. Okay. So if you want to keep her away from your house, all you have to do is just turn on your sprinklers, the water hose, you know, anything. She's afraid of water, right? Put the whole house in the shower, okay? Trina now lives with a woman whose name I will not disclose for her privacy, but she lives with a woman who had a conversation with another woman because she was so afraid. She's so terrified of Trina, because Trina does this thing where she gets on a panel and she starts yelling like a gorilla, telling everyone to be quiet, and then start saying, look her, well, because that's her way of taking over the conversation. That's her intro, look her, hey, look her, right? So that woman is so terrified that the woman does not leave, telling everyone to be quiet, and then start saying, look her, well, because that's her way of taking over the conversation. That's her intro, look her, hey, look her, right? So that woman is so terrified that the woman does not leave her room. She don't leave her room. She hasn't eaten since Trina moved inside of her home, because she had to send an emergency text to one of her friends letting her know that her house is so stank from Trina sitting on her sofa that she can't leave her room, also because the house is stank. She's afraid to go out of her room. She said that's the only safe place, which she had to put a bolt lock on her door, which is why she also haven't left the room, because she had to put a deadbolt lock on her door, because Trina was also stealing her perfume to spray over the funk. So if you see this woman, stay away from her, okay? She's very dangerous. Perfume without a bath is asinine. So stay away from her. Okay. Yeah, so the lady, when Trina finally did get a job, and when the lady went to work, she had to replace her sofa, because she said that it was too stained, that the stench was stuck. Like it wouldn't leave. She tried cleaning it. She tried, you know, wiping it down and everything, but it was soaked in the sofa. So she also had to replace her furniture just for it again and stink it up again. So this morning, Trina was upset because the lady won't give her a bath. So she came and decided to fuck with me, right? Yeah. She came and decided to fuck with me because she hadn't had her bath. You know, she got a car. The baby don't even ride in a car. Her daughter don't even ride in a car because it smells like a landfill. You know, so she got a lot going on. I don't know why or where she find the time to focus on me, but she have a lot going on in her life. Okay, enough going on for her to not be focused on me. because I'm not focused on her, right? Right here, the pose, y'all want me to explain the pose? This is when she was getting ready to knock the YT man out because he wanted to come inside of his own home. So she was cracking her knuckles right here, and the YT man took off running. I mean, her cups that she was urinating in and the mattress that she had soiled with shit out of the place.